Hello, this is Scott Bittler with Terex Utilities Tech Support Department. Today we're going to do a video tech tip number 205 on setting up and using a dial indicator to check rotation bearing deflection. It applies to all of our units where you would check rotation bearing deflection. Please use the appropriate maintenance manual quick reference section for the specifications for the unit you're checking. Please read and understand all tech tip safety rules and guidelines to ensure your safety as you perform this tech tip. Tools needed for today's tech tip: operator's manual for the unit being worked on, dial indicator with a magnetic base, tape measure to set it up correctly, and if you wish to mark the unit for consistency and further measurements, a hammer and a center punch. Okay, the measurement is for this unit 14 inches from center line of rotation. A nice little hint is, how do we measure the center of a rotation? Well, we measure the diameter of the pedestal. In this case, it's 18 inches. And then so now we know this surface right here is 9 inches. We'll measure out 5 inches, make our mark, and that's where the dial indicator point will go. If you wish for future measuring, you can take a center punch, mark this, and now you don't have to measure it the next time you do your rotation bearing deflection check. Okay, we place our dial indicator pointer on the mark we made in the previous step. Now it's time to position our boom as per the maintenance manual. Okay, we've got our boom positions as per the maintenance manual. Lower boom at 103. The upper boom horizontal. Now we zero our dial indicator, and that way when we position the boom as per the manual in the other direction, we can read our dial indicator directly and not have to subtract or take into account the needle moving backwards. Okay, we've got our boom in position. We zero the dial indicator, and then when we reposition the boom, we read the dial indicator directly. Okay, it's time to move the boom. Maintenance manual says lower boom at horizontal, upper boom at 50 degrees. Let's move the booms. Okay, our booms are in position. Time to read the dial indicator. Okay, our booms are in the final position for the measurement. We read our dial indicator, shows 0.059 or 59 thousandths. The maximum for this unit is 0.160 or 160 thousandths, well below maximum. Go ahead and record it on your inspection form for future reference. Thank you for watching today's tech tip on setting up and using a dial indicator to check rotation bearing deflection. If you have any questions on performing this tech tip, please call the Terex Tech Support phone number at 844-837-3948, or if you prefer, you can email us at utilities.service@terex.com.